Hello everyone, my name is Clantus and welcome to the Real Clantus Tutorials. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into today's video because it is a video about the new YouTube update that comes with caution. So I have a teensy weensy disclaimer in this video. Guys, I am recovering from flu, so now and again my voice is going to break. If it doesn't break, of course I'm going to get choked and cough. Hopefully I'll be able to edit that out when I'm editing. Just to let you know that if you hear a crack in my voice, it's because I'm still recovering from the flu. So without further ado, please do also give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. On this channel, I do all things YouTube related. So YouTube has come up with a new policy update and it's going to negatively affect many YouTube channels, or maybe a few YouTube channels. As a matter of fact, if your YouTube video is deemed or perceived or looked at or even sound like what is going to violate this new policy change, then your YouTube channel might find itself in trouble. So it might get a strike, the worst case scenario, deleted from the platform. So just to be clear on what I am talking about, this policy change is around the topic of tlof. So if you are going to do, let's say, relationship type of content, and then in your content you happen to speak about tlof, and then you make sounds. If you are going to make a sound that could be perceived or deemed by the YouTube algorithm to be a tlof sound, then that YouTube video is going to be taken down, or your YouTube channel will be hit with a strike or even deleted from the platform. Like doing an insert, whether it's a picture or a video or whatever it is, to demonstrate or illustrate what you are talking about on your video, that could be deemed, perceived, or even sound like tlof, then you have risked your YouTube channel against this new policy change. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is, if you are going to do a relationship type of content on your channel, then it is very important for you to be clear in your video that your videos are purely for educational purposes. That way the YouTube algorithm will pick it up that this is an educational type of video rather than a general or a regular video where you are talking about tlof and the sounds of tlof and anything related to tlof. So be clear in your disclaimer that this video is for educational purposes. That way you are safe, so that even when you get hit by a strike, you are still able to seek for a human review, so that when the human reviewer watches your video and then they make a decision whether this is deemed or perceived or sounds like tlof. So the other content that may get into trouble is entertainment. No, it's not entertainment as a whole. However, where you will be talking about a celebrity that has done a BBL and then you show their picture on your screen, and then that particular celebrity is in a bikini or in something that may be deemed or perceived to look and sound like tlof, then you are risking your YouTube channel against this policy change. So I'm not quite sure how you are going to navigate around that. If a new celebrity happened to have done a BBL and you all want to talk about it on your channels, or somebody had a BBL and it all went wrong and you want to insert a picture of that whole boshness, then unfortunately you may be risking your YouTube channel with the new policy. So I'm not quite sure how you're going to navigate around that. You're going to have to think about it, whether you blur the picture or the video or whatever the case might be. So just to be safe, I'd rather not you speak about BBLs no more. Especially if you're going to get tempted to show the BBL on your video. So just be careful with that one. Same goes with food channels. So for example, you are making your masterpiece and then you want to taste, and then you go and you make a sound like but if that is more like around tlof, then you are risking your YouTube channel against this new policy. So it's best that you do it the normal way. That's nice, and it ends there. Do not now stretch it to and be like flirtatious and try to. Okay, I also need to be careful how I use my words around this topic, because this video might get into trouble itself if I use these particular words. So that is why I'm using the word tlof and suggestive and things like that. And I don't want to use anything else like well, anyways, you know what I mean. So if you are also going to be doing travel content and here you are at some beach somewhere in the Bahamas and you are basking in the sun, you're wearing your bikini, and then you give your travel partner your sunscreen to rub all over your body, well, I would rather you not show the part where you're applying the sunscreen all over your body, but instead just show us when your sunscreen is already on your body. That way, your video will not be deemed or perceived to be suggestive. I agree with YouTube that rather put context to your content. That way, it is picked up that you are speaking about this specific topic that is under education and definitely not for entertainment purposes, because that will get you into trouble with YouTube. So basically, this policy affects all YouTube channels. For example, even my own channel may be at risk if I'm going to specifically mention certain words that YouTube has banned us content creators from using, particularly around the topic that I'm talking about. So I agree with YouTube that you should put context on your content. That way it is not going to be mistaken to be suggestive or perceived or looked at or sound as though you are talking or demonstrating or illustrating tlof. So just be careful. That is all that I'm going to say in this video. There are other updates that YouTube dropped along with this one, but I don't think that one is important because I've already spoken about shorts many times before. This time around, they're just talking about educating content creators on how to create shorts. I think I've done 4 or 5 videos about that topic, how to create YouTube shorts, that it is a vertical video format, as well as you need to write hashtag shorts in your description or in your titles if you are going to film the short from your camera. If you are going to use the YouTube short tool that is provided on your YouTube channel, then you do not have to write hashtag shorts on that one, because the YouTube system will pick it up that it is a YouTube shorts. So basically that is what they are talking about. They're also talking about the education. It's for people that do education content, as well as people like myself who do this type of content. There's a provision for us to make extra money. So I don't think you are interested in that, because from as far as I could tell, many African YouTubers are not particularly in this type of content creation, but rather into lifestyle, entertainment, vlogging and things of that nature. So I don't think I should bore you with those updates because they will be irrelevant to you. However, the one that is most relevant to you is this one, where the policy is focusing on tlof or anything that sounds as well as visuals of tlof. So just be careful around that. If you are going to talk about it, you're gonna have to be smart about it. Well, that is it, guys, with this update. I am so sorry that it took so long to drop it. I thought it was going to be dropped as early as Monday, but because your boy has been sick, and every time he tries to do something, especially when I was editing, I would just lose energy. And as a result, I'll be like, okay, you know what? Let me take care of my health before I can do anything else, because I realized the more I was pushing myself, the worse I was becoming, and I was recovering, and then I slipped right back because I was not relaxing, I was not resting. So there's going to be a delay of videos this week until I am fully recovered, because one thing that is annoying about my cough is that it chokes me every time I try to speak. I get choked. I have to cough first, remove whatever it is that is choking my vocal cords, and then when my vocal cords are clear, that is when I'm able to talk. So guys, I don't think this week there's going to be any more videos until I have recovered. YouTube, I hope you are listening. Do not punish my channel for inconsistency because I have been gone. That's because I'm sick. Okay, let's get that clear. Let's get it into the algorithm. I'm ill. I will be back next week, I believe. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do consider subscribing, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you do not miss out on any of my new uploads. Do leave me a comment down below and let me know what other fears that you may have around this new policy change from YouTube. And if you are not sure if your channel might be affected, please also leave me a comment down below. Share this video far and wide, especially to new YouTubers that may not be aware of this policy change. And I will see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.